Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super cute Santa penny spinner card. It's so easy and so fun to make. Designed by my friend Elizabeth Thatcher. We made these for a recent swap that I did. It's super fun to play with once you make one, you can't stop doing this. And it's super easy to make. And you get to put your 2 cents worth in every card. Alright, let's get started. Here it is up close. It is so fun and so super cool. This is a penny spinner card. Very, very easy to make. I just love this and I thought you guys would love it too. Could not wait to share it. It is created with the Jolly Friends stamp set from the brand new Stampin Up Holiday Catalog. And also I'll be using this new Candy Cane Lane designer paper. Maybe I'll even do a different pattern just to shake it up a little bit. On the original, Elizabeth used the Warmth and Cheer designer pack, and they are both from the new holiday catalog. You can get all of these supplies to make this card on my stampwithtami.com blog. I have all the measurements for this card there as well, and I have a free PDF for you there too. Simply go to this URL or click in the link in the YouTube description below. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is use the sliding star framelits. These are also from Stampin' Up. These are actually made to make penny spinner cards. And we're going to take the smiley face die for that. So I picked the pattern that I'm going to use this time. And I went with a different stripe this time. And it also has a fun gingerbread. I don't know, which one do you think? The gingerbread or the stripes? Gingerbread or stripes? All right, let's go with stripes. Okay, I've got magnetic platform, one cutting pad, and our piece of designer paper. I'm going to put the smiley face towards the top. I'm cutting pad on top and crank it through. And that is going to cut out our little slider. And while we have the big shot out, I'm going to take the Christmas greeting thinlits and I'm going to take Merry from them. I love these words. So I'm going to swap the magnetic platform out. Although you could use this, I'll show you why in a minute. Why I'm going to use something different. So I've got the platform and thin die adapter that come with the big shot, and then I've got the precision base plate. This is some gold foil from Stampin' Up, the Merry thinlet, and a cutting pad on top. Just one cutting pad on top because the base plate's going to act like a cutting pad underneath. Crank it through. And now that literally is just going to pop right out, which is fantabulous. Okay, next I have a little show and tell. So this is the Merry that I just cut out. This is a Merry that was cut out with the magnetic platform. You'll notice they look very similar, but you can see the dots from the you can see the little dots that we used to poke out the paper from the framelit in the Merry that we cut with the magnetic platform. And that is why I chose to use the precision base plate for this particular thinlet, because I didn't want to see those dots. So that's your little tip for the day. Okay, you can either use mini glue dots or snail or liquid adhesive to attach this. I'm using snail, and that attaches right down at the bottom of our designer paper. And Stampin' Up sells these foam adhesive strips, which are made for projects like this. I'm just going to line the edges of the back of the card with these foam strips. You could also use Stampin' Dimensionals if you don't have these foam strips, but they are very, very handy. And they are available in my online store. Okay, so there's our card base. We're going to put that aside while we work on Santa. Okay, you either want some Stays On black ink or you want some basic black archival ink. We're going to stamp Santa's face, the fluff on his hat on Whisper White, and then in some real red we're going to stamp this little jaggered hat. I think that's what they call that. If they don't call it that, well, they do now. Taking the brush tip end of the pink pirouette marker here, or whatever color you'd like to color Santa in, and coloring his face. And as an optional bonus, taking the Sahara sand marker the fine tip end and drawing tiny little swirlies in his beard, just random. Just adds a little oomph to the project. Okay, this is the fun new Santa hat builder punch. And we're gonna punch a gold pom-pom out. Nothing but the best for our Santa. And we gotta trim this up a little bit so it fits just the way we want it. And here, maybe even a little bit more up top. There we go. That should work. And then we're gonna punch that out because this stamp set was made to go with this punch. Fits perfectly. And one more piece we're going to punch out here is the fluff on the hat. And that all goes together with some mini glue dots. If you haven't worked with these guys before, they are fabulous little dots on a roll. Just stick whatever you're working with right to the dot and then right to your project. And we're going old school now. We're hand trimming out Santa. And then I'll just take some mini glue dots to attach his hat over his cute little face. And now for my 2 cents worth. No, really, I am putting my 2 cents worth on this card, and I'm going to give you a little tip here. I'm taking 2 Stampin' Dimensionals, and I am lining them up sort of as much as I possibly can together. They still have the backing on them for now. Before I take that backing off and make them sticky, I'm going to round off those points. Best we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. But that is going to keep it from sticking. It's an important little tip. Then we'll take the backing off, make it sticky, and stick it in between the 2 pennies. And then 1 dimensional on one side, doesn't matter what side, to stick Santa to it. Now Santa has his 2 cents worth in every card. We're just going to slide that right in our little smiley, and there he goes. He's off. And this is what we call a Santa spinner card. How super fun is that? Again, all of these supplies are available in my online store simply by going to my blog, and there's a free PDF for you there too. Be sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter because I send out free tutorials every Tuesday. Thanks for joining me today.